Hello, hello. Welcome to the Prime Cover Sports Network. We have a Prime Cover Sports Network exclusive interview today with Coach James Moore of the Clutch City Eagles College Prep. What's going on, Coach? How are you doing?
Oh man, I'm blessed. I can't complain, man. I'm blessed, highly favored. Woke up today, so man, I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Before we get into the interview, please let the people know who you are, where they can find you, and all those good things.
Okay, Coach James Moore, head coach at Clutch City College Prep down here in Houston, Texas. Twitter is JT Moore 2926. Instagram is Coach Moore 2926.
There you go. So make sure you guys go follow him. Doing a lot of good stuff down there in the city of Houston. Coach, before we get into the Clutch City, let's take it back to your roots. Like we know you're a head coach, but have you always liked football? Did you play football? If so, what position? How far did you go? Tell us a few things about yourself.
Well, man, I grew up out here in Houston, Texas, well, specifically Missouri City, Texas. And yeah, I played football pretty much my entire life, man. Football is a rite of passage in my family, especially on my dad's side. But growing up, we played everything, dude. We played baseball, basketball, football. But surprisingly, I tell people this coming from Texas, I was actually a pretty good bull rider up until about the 19th grade. So
Okay.
I've touched every aspect of athletics that you could possibly think of.
Okay. So you was able to experience what we like to call in Texas Friday night lights.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
There
played for Elkins High School, graduating class '03. And understand this, man. When we played, it was prime time, man. It was when games could really sell out. Like people was coming, the cell phones. We didn't have the camera phones back then, so it was prime time, real true life Friday night lights, man.
Yeah, I tell folks all the time, there's nothing like high school football in Texas. I don't care where you at. It's totally different. It's totally different.
Yes, sir.
Um, we look forward to the fall just because we ready for football. Yeah, we like basketball, we like track, but we all know it's all about football.
Yes,
But I
sir.
must ask, this off the subject. You from Houston? Are you a
Mhm.
Texans fan? Or are you a Cowboys fan?
Man, I'm a Texan fan. I can't do the cowboy thing, man. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
hey,
can't
hey,
do it.
hey, brother, it's all good. I'm what you call an ABC fan. Anybody
Okay.
but the Cowboys.
There
Anybody
you
but
go.
so it don't
There
matter.
you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know by now, the Prime Cover Sports Network just partnered with the Clutch City Eagles. Going to do a lot of media coverage with them. Definitely looking forward to that. Coach, what makes Clutch City so special? Like, what makes your organization, your program, so special? Like, if I was a player that was looking for an opportunity, looking for, just to play football, why should I choose you guys?
And I'll be honest with you. I really don't say that type of thing to kids because I want you to really buy into my program, into what I'm leading. But to be honest with you, God has his hands on this entire situation, man. Because when I was blessed with this opportunity to come forth and become a head coach and build this program, I took a step back and I asked God, like, hey, if this is for me, I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna do it your way, and I'm gonna help kids. So, we are very big on lead with love and end with love. Our program is based on building young men. We recruit them, we teach them, we develop them, and then we release them. We're a stepping stone program. Our program is to get these kids to the next level and get them gone. You know what I mean? We're just a stepping stone to be a part of their story. But at the same time, we still preparing them for life. On the back of my business cards, it always is going to read it for every coach in this program. We're building pillars in our community. And if you want to narrow it down, the main thing I say why we're so special is because God's got His hands on our program.
Mm. So, what vision have God given you with this program? Like, what is the vision? I know you said you want to empower your players and give and teach them, to be leaders and all those good things. But what is your vision that God has given you?
Honestly, just to recruit, build, and release. We're doing the same thing that the church do. We're going out and making disciples, man. We're about building young men from the ground up, from within. Um, you know, it does us no good to build a bunch of football players and we got crappy men walking around. You know what I'm saying? It's character with us, from the coaching staff to the players we recruit. We recruit everybody as a man of character, and we try our best to, to put our best foot forward to be that. Everybody that I've hired as an assistant coach is a man of character that I know personally, and I tell this to every parent that I talk to. If I have a problem leaving my child around you, then I don't need you in my program.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And then vice versa. Every man in this is a family man. We're fathers, and that's the type of man that we want to be around, and that's the type of man that we want to build in these young men.
Okay, okay. Tell the people how many people normally. Well, this is your first year. How many
Yes.
kids are you expecting to be a part of your program this upcoming year?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. At the rate we're going, we're expecting about 100 plus to come in this first year. We've exceeded expectations on the recruiting aspect, and I owe that all to my coaches. I'm gonna tell you something, man. We went to the Houston Showcase this past weekend, and we went in and we tore it up, man. From my defensive coordinator to my offensive line to my recruiting coordinator, we kicked butt, man, and we stepped in, and our numbers tripled in a matter of 24 hours. Because a lot of people, I'll be honest with you, they thought we were a joke.
Yeah.
But I kept, I don't play around with this deal. You know what I mean? I have a gift that God has given me, and I hold that gift, very, very, very precious gift, and I hold it dear to my heart, and I don't play around with it. I have to handle it with delicate. You know what I mean? It's a delicate
I'm
situation.
I must ask this question because I'm a religious man as well, and it definitely sounds like you are just based on the interview. Where did you get your religious roots from? Like, did that start as a little boy, or did it come from like your grandmother, or where did it come from?
Honestly, dude, just the truth be told, man, it comes from the old village. I am a descendant of Dicey Ann Woods, LV Woods, and Vanita L. Marshall. Those are the roots of both sides of my family. And the truth be told, man, like those three people in my life were very, very good role models, man. My grandmothers were in church every Sunday, and it was none of that back talk. You going to church regardless of what you did on Saturday night. We going to church, you know what I mean? And it was that village. My grandpa, I tell people, my grandfather LV Woods was a man of little words, but when he spoke, it was powerful. And I tell
Mm.
people, I'll be 41 in March. I remember my grandfather speaking 4 times in my whole life. And I, and I tell people that, I say, what? Like, yeah. And most of the time it was because we done made him mad and he just said something and told us to go somewhere, But that's just how he was. And, but he was a hardworking man. He ate an egg sandwich every day for lunch to go to work, but that's what that comes from, Dice, and then on my mother's side, my mother, whether we liked it or not, she was dragging us to church. All of my uncles on my mother's side were pastors. My aunt is a pastor. So it's something that whether we like it or not, as for me and my household, we was gonna serve the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, you was rooted, so it was already destined. It was planted in you
Yeah,
as a little
yeah,
boy, and so now
yeah,
that you're a grown man, now you're instilling this into your kids, the young men that are about to be a part of your program that's already there. Not only to be like you said, these great athletes, but hey, we want you to be a leader. We want you to be a good man. We want you to be a
yes,
good citizen in the community. Um,
yeah. And understand this, we're not perfect by far. Like I done my share of dumb things, but the truth is, I put forth I put forth an effort every day to try to walk one step closer to God. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be praying with my wife on the daily, whether it be praying for my kids on the daily, whether it be, working out, going out with these kids, praying on the daily. Like I'm trying to do something to get a little closer to God every day. All he wants you to do is try, man. You know?
yeah. What does a day-to-day operation look like for Coach James Moore? From the the time you wake up in the morning to the time you put your head to the pillow. What does your day normally look like?
Normally, if the weather's good, we're gonna get up about 4:30. We're gonna hit the workout with the F3 brothers. Get our workout in at 5 a.m. After that, I come home, I jump on my computer, seeing what we got for the schedule for the day, what type of recruits I need to talk to, what schools I may need to go to. And if it's a workout day, we're gonna hit the workout, get the team worked out. Come back home, back on the phone with a recruit, with a coach, a parent. I'm on the phone in some aspect of life pretty much every other hour. So that's just it. And right around it'll start to unwind about 9, 10 o'clock when my wife tells me put that phone down and come spend some time. I know you be like, let's watch a movie and then we unwind, and that's how the day goes pretty much.
What would you define a successful season or a successful moment with these young men? What would you define to be success for them?
Honestly, man, I'll be honest with you. And pretty much every coach kind of knows this when you talking this game. Is bigger than football. Unfortunately, we won't see the success of our work until we go a little further down the road and we see the type of men, fathers, and husbands that they become. Truth be told, But if I can just get these kids to come in, do their work, and get them transferred to bigger schools, and doing the right thing, I'll take that right now.
I'm going to ask this question because we never know who's watching these videos, this interview. It might be a future athlete that might want to be a part of your program. So we know about the football aspect of things, but they are able to be a part of this program to get some academic background behind them as well. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We partnered with Southern Utah University. I'm looking for GA. So if you guys are in the market, you want to kind of come in and get some coaching background or work on a master's degree or anything of that sort, I am looking for two grad assistants. So everybody that comes to this program is going to be tied to the football program in any shape, form, or fashion. And you don't mean you just have to play football. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you don't have to play football to be an Eagle.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, so when Coach James pick up that phone, what does the recruiting aspect of things look like? I mean, are you selling yourself? Are you selling the program, or is it a combination of both?
You
Or
trying to
you
make
don't
me
want to
give
get
up the game, man?
yeah, hey, you don't have to give it up all of it, but just
Okay,
what does it look like? You don't have to give up all your little secrets.
I'll tell you this, man.
And before
When
you
it
answer
comes to
that,
recruit,
I would want to make sure to get this out there because I know in college sports, NIL is huge right now. Like
yeah.
that is a lot of the kids are looking for this. They're chasing after it. Matter of fact, kids are changing their mindset about even entering in the NFL due to NIL. Are you guys connected with the NIL by any way, or this is strictly not that type of program?
No, we're not connected with NIL. We're not going to be that type of program, because the moment we start trying to pay these kids and hand out money, then it's going to take the integrity out of our program. Our program is to help build the young men that may be overlooked because of the transfer portal coming out of high school. So I'll tell a kid, if you're looking for NIL money, that's the quickest way to turn me around. I don't need to talk to your agent. I talk to parents only.
Mm, mm. Is I'm not going to let you say it, but I assume because some agents out there will take advantage of kids and will put them in position. Then you're with your mindset, you're trying to turn them into leaders and trying to turn them be good citizens instead of maybe trying to convince them with dollar signs and they be
Let me say this. I'm all for these kids getting paid and it be being done the right way. But at some point, you have to be honest with yourself. And here's the truth about the NIL. Not every school has money to do the NIL. And
mm,
if you're not a 4 or 5 star kid and you're not going to a Power 5 conference, there's a great chance you're not gonna get no NIL money. And then if you do get, it's gonna be a rinky dink deal that ain't gonna be worth that much. Let's
yeah,
just be honest. You know what I'm saying? You might get $500 to promote something online, and they're gonna pay you $500 one time, and you're gonna promote it for the rest of the year, and they just won.
yeah,
So like it's not that. I am all for the kids getting paid, but somewhere along the line, like reality has to set in with some of these kids and whoever is representing them. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no offer right now, no D1 offer, you probably ain't gonna get one. The signing day is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? People are starting to sign tomorrow. So the NIL, like, come on, man, you a 2-star and you asking me for NIL money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just they must realize like, hey, we're here to try to help boost your stock, put you back in the game. That way, somebody out there, big name school can look at you, say, hey, we're going to give you another opportunity. Um, so practice. What will practice look like? Are you? Because I mean, brother, I got to be honest with you. Practice in your day versus these days, I can
Yeah.
only imagine it's a lot different. I work at a school and I have an old head coach. He's a football coach. And I asked him, I said, Coach, what's the difference between back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, coaching versus now? And he said, well, back in the day, we used to have like tour days 2 or 3 times a day. Now we're only allowed to have it one time a day. What will practice be like for Coach James?
I mean, anybody who's been around the game, they know how football works nowadays. We'll get into some ending. Everything is going to be high paced. We're very big on competition here, so there'll be a competition every day. It just depends on what part of the competition we want to really kick it up a notch. The reason I'm big on competition is because how can you emulate a game going half speed? How can you emulate a game if you ain't getting? You need to learn how to control your emotions when the fire is hot. So we're big on competition. So whether it be one-on-ones with the defense back drill or if it's blocking drills with the linebackers and the running backs, the competition level is going to be high. We're going to raise the bar. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not a palm type of program. And what I mean by palm, when you come up here and you tell me this, no. I'm not handing you nothing in this program, brother. So unless you want me to give you some depth, that's the only way you're gonna get a palm from me. I'm not handing you nothing in the program. You earn every little bit of it. You understand what I'm saying? You have to earn it. If you're not willing to earn it, then don't come here. We're not the program for you. We're gonna coach you hard. We're gonna lead with love. We're gonna end in love, but you're gonna get coached hard. You know, and then we'll strike it up for about five plays a team, 5 or 10 plays a team, and 4 of those will be one-on-ones because we need to get the look more than anything.
Absolutely, absolutely. So going in your first season, what is the one thing that you're most excited about? It could be the guys, it could be your coaching staff, it can be whatever. What is something that you're most excited about?
I would say the biggest thing, truthfully, man, was it's going to be I've had the great opportunity to hire my father, and
Mm,
so I am going to be for the first time coaching on side of my father. Now he's not going to coach per se; he's director of player personnel, but it's just the fact that I have him around. Uh, 95% of the time on my day, and
mm,
when you get to a certain age, you start to cherish the moments you have with your parents. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I was able to hire my mother as our my secretary.
mm.
She recently retired, and her husband told me like, "Hey man, you gotta get your mom out the house. I'm tired of being in this house." So, so I was able to hire my mom as my secretary. So going into the season, the best part for me is gonna be being able to sit down with both my parents and work with them side by side, even though they're not married anymore.
Brother, I gotta ask you a question. I can just imagine that can be a little challenging, though. I mean, I know I love the family aspect of things, but I mean, their mom and their dad and your son. See, in this now, you're the coach, and they say, "Well, son, I would do it this way. Son, do it this way." How are you going to manage that?
And listen, it's not my mom I'm worried about. My
Oh,
daddy to this day, listen, I guess it's true what they say. You gonna be their baby till they die.
yeah.
My daddy to this day would try to buy me a shirt like, man, I bought you a shirt like daddy. I'm grown. I can buy my own shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it's my pop. But when it comes from the heart and it's genuine, it just makes me laugh. You know what I'm saying? So For him, I let him do what he want, like. But he's good at listening, Like we went to the
Okay.
showcase. He was with us at the showcase, and he recruited like everybody else. He just did it a different way. My pop saw a chair down there. He sat at the end of the end zone, and he called me on my phone, like, "Come here, I want to show you something." I'm walking to him. You see a kid over there? I'm like, "Man, what you doing?" He like, "I'm scouting. I ain't finna do all that walking. I'm gonna sit right here." He waited till the one-on-one started. He sat in the end zone and he scouted. And the funny thing is, he found us a really good wide receiver. That's the crazy thing about it. But it's like he's been a coach. He's been one of my coaches my whole life. So it's one of those things where it comes full circle, man, and it's exciting.
So you mentioned you found a good receiver. Did you
Yeah.
find any other special gems on this past Saturday that you can share with the people?
Ooh.
Which I know
Yes.
they probably not signed yet. I know which they probably not signed yet, but
I won't give you names, but I give you some small hints on position. We found a D tackle. We found 2 or 3 safeties. Found some corners. We touched base on everything, man. And when I tell you, like our enrollment tripled in 24 hours, just like that. And all we did was bring them over and talk to them, man. When you can't be as kids, man.
yeah,
They see right through it nowadays. They slick, man. That cell phone got them. So when you try to BS them, and that's the thing with our program, and I tell my coaches when we recruit, we're not gonna BS them. We're gonna give it to them raw. Whether they like it or not, they're gonna respect us for it at the end of the day. I tell parents this: you may not like everything that I'm gonna say about your child, but what you can't say is that I lied about your child and I fed him some dreams. When I recruit certain kids and I tell them, in certain positions, like, listen, excuse me, you coming into a room where we already got 17 kids in. I'm not lying to you because I
yeah,
don't want you to come in and say, well, you didn't tell me you recruited these many kids. Nah, bro, we told you. So now when you decide, because I want you to understand, it's a dog eat dog world in this JUCO realm, man. You got to understand the type of kids that we get. We get a lot of kids that should have probably gone D2, D1, didn't have the grades.
yeah.
So in their mind, you a freshman coming in, guess what? You in their way. So if you want to come into that, you got to have your mind right. And part of it is me letting you know what you're getting yourself into. And so we hit home with it, man. We are a very transparent coaching staff when it comes down. And I tell my coaches off the rip, we ain't lying to these kids. We ain't selling them no dreams. You know what I mean? My name is not Cinemax. We ain't selling you no dreams, dog.
Absolutely. So, Coach, I have to ask a question, and we're going to wrap it up because, like I said, we don't want these to be long. But this is pretty much just to let the people know who you are, get to know you, get to know about the program. But what is the end goal for you? Like, is Clutch City the end goal for you, or would you like to see your coaching experience go to the next level, or where are you trying to go with this? And in
Man, to
God's
be
time,
ah man, I think ultimately, like my ultimate dream would be the coaching of if as long as it's D1, even if it's D1 double A, if I can get that experience, that'll be the ultimate goal. But Clutch City is very near and dear to my heart because it's the first program that I'm building.
Mhm.
So if I leave it, I have some guys that I'm very comfortable with handing over the reins if they don't decide to go with me. If I end up going somewhere that for some odd reason they may want me, and I know they may want me sooner or later, just in God's time. But if they don't, I'm very okay with handing the reins over to some of the guys that I got on my staff.
I got you. So now I said this last gonna be the last question. Do you remember the movie Facing the Giants? I believe that's with Denzel.
Facing the I never saw that.
Really?
Nah.
I think it's with Denzel Washington. He was a coach of a football team. Um, or it might be
Oh no,
something else.
no, you mean remember the Titans?
Yeah, remember the Titans. I'm sorry, remember the Titans.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
do you envision that be that type of situation here? I mean, hey, Denzel had them guys. He was teaching them lessons, core values, teaching them leadership, like everything. Like he wasn't no soft guy to to. Did we envision that over there in Clutch City gonna be some situations like that?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. We are intentionally gonna make camp hard because I'm like this here. We know we're a stepping stone program and we want to get you to the next level. And I got no time to BS with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna make sure you do the right thing and I'm gonna hold you accountable. But to put up with it, nah, we can't do that. So we got zero tolerance, and if I have to make an example, I tell my kids the worst thing you can do is be the example of what I would do. Okay. So yeah, I will if I have to.
Now, this just speaks about you as being a coach, because nowadays we're seeing in sports general, we're seeing the younger coaches coming out now, and they're doing things that like the older coaches wasn't when to do. Nowadays, these younger coaches are on the field practicing with the kids, showing examples with these athletes out there in the trenches, getting down and dirty with them. Are you that type of coach? Are you the type of coach that's gonna have a clipboard? Or hey, what's your coaching style? You don't give all the things, but
Yeah, no. Like I'm very much a player's coach, and I'm very much willing to get out there because I still got some good feet on me, But I listen. I'm very smart, and I know my limitations. I know what I can and I can't do. You know what I'm saying? I do a couple push-ups. I do a few up downs if I need to. But if you want to get out there and you think we finna run routes, and I'm thinking, no. Them days are dead, dog. That's why I coach now.
there you go. There you go. I love it. Hey, brother, I want to appreciate you for the time. Just want to thank you for letting the people know a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your program, what to expect. This is the Prime Coverage Sports Network, guys. We're going to be covering throughout the season, have interview some coaches, players, new recruits, and all this good stuff. We're excited about it. I believe this is going to be a beautiful thing. Just looking forward to it. Once again, brother, just want to thank you for taking some time. Did you want to say some last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, just real quick, guys. We play in what's called the NJCP, which is the National Junior College Prep League. Please look us up. We got 20 teams all over the nation. A lot of great coaches. Majority of our coaches are college coaches or former NFL players, and they're looking for guys to come on. If you are a second chance guy and you need to try to get back in, or you just need to stay in shape, look us up. My team is Clutch City College Prep, located in Houston, Texas. Reach out to me. My Twitter, JTMoore2926.
There you go, brother. Like I said, thank you for coming on. Man, looking forward to working with you with this partnership and to see what we can do with it. Make sure you guys follow the Prime Cover Sports Network. Make sure you follow Clutch City Eagles as well. Hey, we just want to thank you for taking time out for this interview. Until next time.
Yeah, hey, drop.
Prime Coverage Sports Network. Real coverage, real conversation.